Welcome back to Final Fantasy with the Rude Man. And we, in the last episode, were here at this Dresk's, well, I guess it's a house, cabin. And he had some palm wine that he was cooling in a stream nearby and wants us to pick it up and take it into town. So we're going to do that real quick. Oh, by the way, if you notice, I got a new outfit on. I did go back through that dungeon, the Brayflock's Long Stop, and I had to run it 3 or 4 times to get every piece. So we got boots, a belt, gloves, a coat, pants, and a hat. And this is the Black Mage, or not the Black Mage, but the Mage outfit. Can't remember what they call it. Let's see. They call it the Battle Mage. Yeah, we get the hat, the body, the hands, the belt, the legs, and the boots. Leave me alone, you big thing. All right, there, I see some from here. It's at Sparkly's. So, I don't know what it's in. It's like a coconut or a gourd. And it's fermenting and cooling down, I guess. Here's the last bottle. I guess I can call it a bottle. And we need to run this into town. Put your Sunday best on. We're heading to Sears. Kicking up some dust with this motorcycle today. Put a few miles on. There's our next edgy or EG or eggy Titan. We're just about there. Hopefully, if I get all this wine delivered and all that kind of stuff, that group of heroes will finally tell me what I need to know to find Titan. It's been some time, Roland. What news do you have? Well, he sent some palm wine for you. Sniff, sniff. Ah, yes. I recall he did have some knowledge of winemaking. A simplistic but nevertheless effective method that utilizes the natural properties of palm sap. I shall have to enjoy this batch before it spoils. We're not so different, Drest and I. 2 men who've long struggled not to let our scars define us. I worry that he's been alone with his thoughts far too long. It is past time I paid him a visit. Thank you for looking after him, Roland. By the gods! Roland, listen. I know you're eager to wash your hands of this wine business, but I've just discovered something extraordinary about Dresk's palm wine. He sealed each coconut shell with a leaf which has a very distinct shape and unusual odor. I thought I was going mad at first, but now I'm certain these are the leaves of a Bacchus grapevine. Do you know what that means? Somewhere in Raincatcher Gully, the legendary vine still grows. If we could obtain a cutting, we could revive the Bacchus wine industry. We must know where Dresk found these leaves. Here, take one of them back to him and see what he remembers. Well, I saw leaves coming out of those gourds or whatever they were. I'm no botanist. Hey, we're going into the wine business, I guess, if we can find these vines. I don't know how my hat keeps from blowing off, but it's sticking on pretty good. Hey, kitty cat. Woohoo! Oh, he didn't like that one little bit. It's good to have a full set of I guess you could call it armor. I'd call it clothing, but it is armor. It's got stats on it, so it's kind of nice to have a full set. Dressed. Oh, hello again. What is it? It's just a leaf, isn't it? I only chose it because it was pretty. I didn't know it was rare. I found them near the Juggernaut to the south, but I didn't see any grapevines. I saw fresh gobu tracks, though. Maybe the leaves came from vines growing on the back of one such beast. If you're going looking for it, please be careful. Some gobus are more territorial than others, and you may have to defend yourself. Okay, I guess we're going monster hunting. They must be pretty dirty if they got grapevines growing on their backs. I better pull out Pet here. Oh, let's eat some, or drink some orange juice too. All right. So we're looking for a particular gubu or gobu. And here's our waiting spot. And there's our monster. Man, those guys have some long arms, don't they? Their arms kind of look like elephant tusks with fingers on the end. All right, so let's see what we came up with. We don't need to go see Dressed again. We got what we came for. Some kind of a vine or a leaf, or hopefully it's a vine. This is exciting. A new kind of wine. Well, an old new kind of wine. An ancient wine renewed. Or in going with the theme of Final Fantasy, an ancient wine reborn. I got it. What did Dressed have to say, Roland? Tell me everything. Aha! I was right. This smell, this texture. I hold in my hands a Bacchus grapevine cutting. Oh, here comes the snob. Come now, enough of this nonsense. I've heard talk of your discovery, and I refuse to believe that a common adventurer and a novice vintner could... 12 is my witness. It is a Bacchus grapevine. Where'd wherever did you find this fantastic specimen? What? You would offer this to me? But why? There's none better positioned to reconstruct the Bacchus vineyards than you. You have the resources, the knowledge, and the passion to do so. It would be selfish of me to keep this cutting. I never knew you cared so deeply about your craft. Well, thank you, good sir. I will not squander this gift. In just a few years' time, I swear that every tavern across Erosia will once again be clamoring for a cask of Wineport's legendary Bacchus wine. Sir, you needn't... wait. The shape of this bottle, the scent of this label, this couldn't possibly be a 1547 Bacchus? But that's impossible. This vintage has not been seen since years before the calamity. Oh, it was the crown jewel of my personal collection. For years, I debated opening it, wondering if today or tomorrow would be the ideal time. But now I realize that it was never meant for me. It should be savored by the saviors of Wineport. He has made us an offer we cannot refuse. Master will find no finer wine than this. You have forever changed Wineport, Roland. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. Ah, but do not permit me to delay any longer. Pray deliver the wine to Captain Westcott. Well, yes, I would very much like to drink it, but I'm a patient man. I have faith that one day I shall have another opportunity to taste perfection. All right, let's head back with our prize. Okay, let's give this guy the wine that we have. Let me get rid of at least one of my pets. Westcott, your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. Your prolonged absence was beginning to concern me. So, what of the wine I asked you to bring? Is that 7 hells, a 1547 Bacchus? Even I know how rare that is. I have to admit, I didn't think you had it in you. But congratulations, Roland. Thanks to you, this will be the most luxurious feast Costa del Sol has seen in years. Considering the lengths you went to, I hope our guests appreciate it. Speaking of which, your associates arrived a short while ago. She appears to be growing somewhat impatient. Perhaps you could tell her that the banquet is about to begin. All right, Istola. We did our part. You have the look of a man who's been to the 7th hell and back. That a guest should be expected to supply the victuals for banquet held in his own honor, and this while the shadow of Titan looms over us all, beggars belief. I can only applaud your stoicism. Had I been asked to endure such ignominy, I fear I should have accepted my lot with less grace. Damn, that would be hard on the knees. 1,000 pardons for this extremely discourtesy. I was wholly unaware of your true identity, sir. Had I known, I would never have permitted my man to subject you to such unspeakable ordeals. What? Come now. He must have sensed something was amiss. You didn't seriously think I would send you running the length and breadth of Erosia for a banquet, did you? Spare him your mockery, Captain. Your intent was unclear to me until this moment, and unlike Roland, has no knowledge of your traditions. Maybe you would be so good as to enlighten him. Aye, aye, fair's fair. There's no sense hiding it any longer. We 5 were the chosen of our brothers and sisters, and before the company of heroes disbanded, we each swore a solemn oath that any who should follow in our footsteps must be weighed and measured, not by their reputation, but by their deeds. Each man would judge these would-be good God-slayers by his own criteria. If even one found him wanting, he would be rejected without a second thought. Well, that's kind of pretentious, isn't it? What gives them the right to decide who's a hero and who isn't? But if he proved himself worthy, we swore that we would do our utmost to support his cause. The world has ever been full of brave souls eager to give their lives for a righteous cause, but all too few capable of making a difference with their sacrifice. To send wave after wave of hapless adventurers into the jaws of a foe against whom they have no hope of victory is worse than futile. Titan is not one to be challenged lightly, and we will not be complicit in the deaths of the unworthy. Which is why the 5 of you deigned to test Roland with such commendable thoroughness. Time well spent, I am sure. But tell us, Captain, what is the assessment of you and your fellows? He's a brave one, and much is certain. He willingly walked into the midst of danger, despite my repeated warnings that it could cost him his life. His skill is undeniable. He stalked his prey relentlessly as any child of the sands, and struck with precision when an opportunity presented itself. Too many adventurers these days care only for fortune and glory. Roland, however, is a kind and generous soul. I'm certain he has no shortage of loyal allies who will gladly fight at his side. Sure. Wily Uplander is talented plainsmaker, tricksy foe for mighty rockman. Really? I can only concur with my colleagues' assessments. We 5 of the company of heroes hereby judge you a worthy challenger. Cast down the Lord of Craigs, Roland Painter, and write a new chapter in the history of Erosia. With the formalities out of the way, let the festivities begin. Summon the dancers, pour the wine. Eat, drink, and be merry, my friends, for today we celebrate the birth of a new legend, Roland Painter, Titan's Bane. Roland Painter, Titan's Bane. Huzzah! All right, let's go eat some food and drink some wine. See some dancing girls. Congratulations, sweetling. Now relax and enjoy the show. It's only just begun. I don't want any of that damn cheese, though. What's that? It's like somebody shat in a bowl. Oh, I can't eat no more. I'm full. Tasting the exotic feast triggers a divine revelation. In that brief, transcendent moment, you glimpse the true form of reality, comprehend its fleeting nature, and cry out to the heavens in celebration. Is that what a good meal does for you? And now we got to talk to them all again. When you face the Lord of the Crags, think not of Limsa, Erosia, or anything beyond his chamber. Think only of the men and women by your side. Fight for them, and they will fight for you. Remember that no great victory was ever achieved alone. Want some more cheese? Goodly Uplander must be facing mighty Rockman with clever fighty think. Gobbyflock cannot be coming to rescue this time. Ah, Roland, you brave fool. Promise me that when you meet the Titan, you'll look him in the eye and tell him that Lamdano sends his regards. You are a veteran of countless battles, Roland. This is but one more. Trust in your experience and you will prevail. You are blessed with a fortitude to rival the earth itself. Titan will struggle to break you, I think. All right, so I don't know what the hell they told us that would do us any good. Trust in your friends, be strong, do your job. That's about it. You're kind to indulge them, Roland. This banquet is as much for the company as it is for you, whatever they may claim. I do not deny that they mean well, but now is scarcely the time for celebration. Though they have all but pronounced you the victor, the battle with Titan is yet to begin. The hour has come for the good captain to make good on his promise. We've got to speak with him again. You must be eager to face Titan. As promised, we'll show you the way. Travel to Bronze Lake in Upper Lenosia. There you will meet with Ryol, another man who once served with the company. To ensure that his knowledge does not fall into the wrong hands, he will remain in hiding until you have given him the correct signal. Give me your map. You must whistle loudly at the 3 locations that I mark. Only then will he appear to meet you at this 4th location. I realize this may seem excessive now, but you will see that is more than reasonable once you comprehend the risk inherent in our method. All right, so we're going to another resort. There's another resort up here that has hot springs, spas, things like that, where people that need therapy and that kind of thing. So I'll meet you there. All right, we're coming into the spa area. Next to this, it's supposed to be a lake, but it looks pretty swampy to me. Camp Bronze Lake. I don't think I've been here before, but let's see. I'll talk to the Chocobo guy. And then I guess I gotta get my feet wet to get this thing. Oh, I've already got it. So I have been here. Alright, so I see some sparklies around. That's where we need to go. Got people sitting around in the hot springs. One more. And oh, there it is. Other side of the aetherite. Okay, and then it looks like the last location is up there. Take these stairways. Rio, he's our man. Hello, sir. I hear you've got information for me. Greetings, mate. Might you be the one the captain said would come calling? Aye, I thought so. Pay attention now, 'cause I ain't explaining myself twice. Years ago, when we was weighing up how to get to Titan, one of our scouts stumbled across this beastman aetheryte, you see. Eh? What's that look for? Not familiar with them? He speaks of an unamplified aetheryte which has been claimed by a beast tribe. Lest you wonder, there is no fundamental difference between such aetherytes and those which you have used on countless occasions, Roland. Ah, well, if it ain't the Charlene lass, welcome back. Forgive me for interrupting. I'd planned to wait for your report, but I succumbed to curiosity. The tunnels beneath Ogwoma form a bewildering labyrinth that no outsider has ever fully explored. How the company of heroes managed to navigate it is a mystery I've long pondered. Ha! Give us a bit of credit, love. We weren't daft enough to try going in the front. The kobolds are always digging new tunnels and filling the old ones with traps. One wrong step and, well, the next thing you know, you've got 100 tons of rock on your noggin. Suicide to even try, you see? Funny thing was, the kobolds didn't seem to have no trouble finding their way around, so it was that as got us thinking. I mean, the mines are like a bleeding city, ain't they? And getting around in a city that would be a right pain in the arse if you didn't have an aether net, wouldn't it? So, it stood to reason that the kobolds must have one, didn't it? Even if there was an aetherite shard in the depths of Ogwoma, you would have needed to attune yourself to them before you could identify their signatures with the life stream. Aye, well, that's where you're wrong, love. We had this Charlene bloke to help us, you see. Delivered us right into Titan's bedchamber, he did. And don't rightly know how he did it, but I do remember him saying it weren't nothing. Any Charlene scholar worth her salt could manage it. Did he now? Locating a beacon in the absence of a known signature might be possible if the aetherites in question happen to be... Ah, yes, but in order to guide a traveler to said beacon safely, a second party would be required to... It is possible, in theory at least, yet I cannot be certain until I try. Plainly, all will depend upon whether or not I am worth my salt. Oh, you are, lass. Don't you worry about that. Have a bit of faith in yourself. Why don't we all go to Zelma's Run and take a closer look at the aetherite? It ain't far, though there's sure to be a few kobolds blocking the way. Not anything you can't handle, mind. Alright, let's go see if we can find this aetherite. They took off without me, so we'll have to catch up. And let's see, I think it's this way. Ow, he didn't like me coming through, did he? This is Zelma's Run. It's either on this side or the other side. So it must be on the other side because I don't see it. Okay, so this route just take you back the way we just came. So now and there's the aetherite. So let's run over there. Yeah, he wasn't kidding. We're gonna have to fight our way in. Oh, what set him off? Oh, we got company. All right. You should be healing me up, buddy. Let's see what we got here. So this is the Aetheryte the Company of Heroes used to gain access to Titan's sanctuary. It is as Papalymo speculated. In its present state, this Aetheryte signal will not be strong enough for our purposes. I may, however, be able to use my own energies to amplify it. Alas, the task will monopolize my attention for the duration. It seems you will have to proceed without me, Roland. I must needs remain here and supplement the beacon's power, lest you be denied your only path of escape. Fear not. I will summon the Maelstrom's forces stationed nearby to protect us. With effort, it is possible that I may be able to stabilize the Aetheryte signal and thereby join you, albeit belatedly. Until such time as I do, you'll be on your own. Now, let's see if I'm worth my salt. I've located another beacon, one far below the mountain. I can only speculate as to what you'll find there. No stint. So stint not in your preparation. The navel is now accessible. I don't know if I've explained it, but there's a difference between what we're going to do in this fight and what we do in the dungeons. If you go in a dungeon with your group, you're going from room to room to room, fighting all the way through, and you'll have a couple mini bosses to deal with before you get to the main boss of the dungeon. And then you finish and you're done. This is called a trial. There's only one thing. It's the Titan. So you go right straight into the main boss and you fight him, and that's it. It's called a trial, not a dungeon. So that's what this is. So we're going to go in. I'm going to grab me a group of people, and we'll take care of this, and I'll see you when I get done. Well, we made it out alive, but we got attacked as soon as we come out. Alright. We have to go back. So, I think... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I always scared to turn around down here. Let's go out this way. So we have to go back to the spa area and meet up with Istola. Stola! I'm relieved to see you well, but come, let us discuss our next step. Though word will already have reached Maelstrom Command, protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor's rightly yours, Roland. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Alright, so we got to go back to Limsa. And let's see, we need to go to the aft castle. And head into the headquarters here. Thank you for coming, Roland. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago, but I'm pleased to have it personally confirmed. First Ifrit, now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the warriors of light less keenly, and there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa Laminsa are forever in your debt. I shall relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. Please send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Huzzah! Huzzah! And of course she knows exactly where I'm at and what I'm doing. Roland, this is in Minfilia. Yeah, of course it's going to be Minfilia. Istola has informed me of your success. You've won a great victory for the people of Erosia, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Istola emerged from Oguama unscathed. Why, Totero and the others seemed as glad of that as they did the Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be awaiting your reunion. We'll be waiting your return in the Waking Sands. There's so much to discuss. Godspeed. Okay. I don't think there's anything I have to do here, so let's just take off to the Waking Sands. I think that I've got teleports available to me for that. Vesper Bay, yes I do. I've got 17 of them. I just don't know. I keep looking at my clothes to see if I've got some kind of a tracking camera or something on me, because Minfilia just, she seems to know exactly where I'm at any time and what I'm doing. What's this? Frightened villager. Disquieted villager. What the hell's going on? Where's Totoro? What the hell is this? What? There's bodies everywhere. What the hell? Oh my God. We've been attacked. Yeah, what was my first clue? Oh man. Oh no. Neuraxia. This one's glad. Walking one is safe.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed.
Well, that was the last conversation we had.
Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoire, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
That sounded like a gunshot. It was a gunshot.
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan. Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Pretty cold-blooded.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Scion. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
You missed.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
Oh, you were supposed to stay hidden. What the hell's she gonna do? Oh, Jesus.
No!
Bruised vegetables.
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream.
You sick bitch.
I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Walking one, Minfilia. Ask this one to... In case walking one returned, this one was to say, at church in eastern Thanalon, walking one must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect walking one, Minfilia, from imperial ones. Forgive this one. Save. It's sad. The Sylphs are going to be upset. So, we're supposed to find sanctuary at a church. That's in Drybone. There's a church in Drybone. Okay, well, I got to get out of here. This is sickening. And we'll seek sanctuary. And I'll meet you again in the next episode. Hope to see you there.